So when I started this channel, it took me 6 months to hit 100 subscribers. 6 months of creating and posting a video every single week. And I seriously thought my channel was dead and was ready to quit. But one little tweak, which I didn't think was that significant at the time, changed everything. And by the end of my first 12 months on YouTube, I had over 100,000 views on my videos and eventually went on to over 100,000 subscribers. So let me break down what changed, because it wasn't luck. I'll show you the exact things that I added to my titles, and then at the end, I'll tell you what they all have in common so you can apply these to your own videos. My channel at the time was primarily social media tutorials, and as you know, social media has this reputation of changing every 3 seconds. Oh, Facebook just changed something again. So my theory was if I added the year to my title, people would be more likely to click on it, and it worked. And so after that, I would make a new version of the video pretty much every January. But it's not about just adding a date to our titles. That was just the first piece that helped me realize what really makes an impact even now. The real driver is relevancy. Your video has to feel like it matters to the viewer right now. And there are several ways to do this that I'm about to share beyond just throwing a date on the end. Like if your video comes up in search next to other videos about the same topic, the viewer is always going to click on the one that feels most relevant to them. So how do we add relevancy to our titles? Here are 5 things that I've used and tested that work really well. Now we talked about adding the year so the viewer feels like, okay, I'm getting the newest version of this, but years may not be relevant to what you do. You can also just add things like latest update, new release, latest changes. All of those will make your video feel relevant. The funny thing is, if your video says latest update and Google keeps recommending it to people, people will still click on it for months and years to come. Number 2, call out who it's for. Is it for entrepreneurs or small business owners? Is it for moms? I did a video about microphone stands versus microphone arms, and as you can see, I added best for home setup. That was a way to call out who it was for, somebody who's trying to work at home. Number 3, call out what stage they are in. Is your viewer a beginner or are they more advanced? I had a Canva tutorial blow up that was called Graphic Design for Newbies. I don't even use the word newbies, and honestly, I don't remember where I came up with that title. Maybe it came up in keyword research or something. Number 4, overcome objections. So sometimes somebody is searching for a solution to their problem and they're looking for a video to help them with that, but they've already decided in their head why a solution's not going to work. But if you have addressed that objection in your title, then they're going to click on it. So for example, if somebody's wondering how to make YouTube videos, but they think, oh, the gear is going to be so expensive, you could call your video, how to make professional YouTube videos without expensive gear. If somebody wants to make more sales in their business, but they don't have any money for ads, then they're way more likely to click on a video that says how to get more sales without paying for ads. And number 5, you can add this to a lot of different videos and topics, something that shows that you have a better outcome or a better process. So you might add something like, in only 5 minutes, or the simplest solution, or the fastest way. When you make these tweaks, each video you create feels like the right choice in the right moment for your ideal viewer. And when we don't do this, we lose out on the click. Now, of course, our titles are just one of the reasons that our videos can get ignored. When I work with private clients that aren't getting enough views, there's usually 3 mistakes that I see most often, and they're mistakes that people don't realize that they're making. Click the video on the screen and I'll show you what they are right now.